But we want to inform you that if you are a child under the age of 18 or get offended easily, this next show may not be for you. The content, opinions, and subject matter of these shows are solely the choice of your show hosts and their guests, and not those of the Entertainment Network or any affiliated stations. Any comments or inquiries should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for listening.
Leave it down there. Leave it down there.
Jimmy, yeah, this is MC Alfred. I'm just chilling, with a star, yo, sitting down and designing. Why every man never thinking, what are we gonna be wearing? Yo, I'm a Liverpool MC, you can't test me. Big up the girls inside the party. Let's get down to crazy Jimmy. Big up myself and known as Alfred, the one and only, the Turkish MC.
Always love the clothes of Jimmy.
Bitch, I'm your one.
I can't see you.
Take you.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, bringing you good times in music, fashion, pop culture, and entertainment. Before we get started, we have to say hi to all kinds of people. Let's start off with I guess he's our guest host, Rolando Rocco.
Listen, man, if you don't know how to say my name, go fuck yourself. I ain't coming on the show no more. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on. I came all the way here from Brooklyn. I came in by bicycle. Well, halfway by bicycle, the bicycle broke down. Then I thumbed the ride. Some faggot picked me up. He tried to blow me. I beat the shit out of him. The cops came. I was in jail for 3 days, but I'm here.
Okay, that's nice.
You guys get me.
Yes, absolutely. So,
you gay people.
You're going to love our guest today. And we also want to say hi to our fabulous Scotty J in Philadelphia.
Yo! Hey! Oh, really? What did you hear, Ron?
He's a fag, too.
No, what's the fag thing for real?
Rocco?
Excuse me, use gay ones that just all get so upset about the word that I'm not supposed to use.
Yeah, because you're not supposed to
So
use.
what are you supposed to call the fairies?
A homosexual.
Oh, homos. But they don't like homos either.
Well, Rocco, Jimmy, that's okay, because that's what my wife called me last night.
Well, the woman ain't stupid.
Then we've got our fabulous engineer Danielle, who is in Wellington, Florida, at the W4CY studios. Hi, Danielle.
Hello.
Danielle, with that voice, you can lick my nuts anytime.
All right, darling, you got it.
Because you got a very, very sexy, licky voice. Your tongue licks your lips. And hey, that sounds good, lips on tongue. I like licking lips on tongue. Oh, lips, yeah, listen, bitch, look me up. When you come to Brooklyn, go to Coney Island. I'll meet you on the island.
You got it.
Then we got a chat room full of people. What's up, chat room? We want to start off by saying hi to Twism White Piece.
Oh, that piece of ass. Oh, Twizzy White Piece. Okay, this guy's got some kind of fantasy in his mind. You know what I'm talking about? He got a fantasy that he wants white peace. So he introduces himself to these broads when he goes to a dance or someplace, wherever these fucking fags go. Anyway, he goes in there and he says to her, my name is White Peace because I like a white piece. And you're white, so give me a piece. And then a bitch usually...
No, it has to do with his penis.
Well, his penis is white piece?
It's a big piece.
He says to the broad, here's what he does. He gets the twist. He says, hey, twist, I got a white piece that you should only see. Then they beat him up.
They don't. We got all kinds of people in the chat room. What's up, Backpack John?
You know who's in the chat room?
Who?
That piece of ass.
Who?
Goddess.
Is she there?
Yeah,
no, I don't see her yet.
No, Goddess is in. She wrote me a letter. She said, oh, Rocco, I'm going to be in the chat room. Can you talk to me a little bit? Because, I need to have a little stimulation.
Hold on. We got to actually, everybody listen up. If you're on the W4CY website, hit Talk 4 Media up at the top, and you can see us streaming live on YouTube. And join the chat room there because I can't work 2 chat rooms. So join the chat room there. We want to say hey to Illy Roos from Estonia. Backpack John is in the chat room. I have to go see up here. Sabi Marketing, Teresa's in the chat room. Everybody join us in the chat room here. And we got a great show for you guys today. And we have Loretta Christensen coming on.
Putana.
She's the breakout star of Garrick Lee Style TV. And then we have Aviva Reimer. I'm not sure. We'll have to figure that one out.
Watch that one. That one could be a bad, dirty word.
Yeah, we got to watch those bad, dirty words anyway. She's coming on the second half, and we're going to have a really good show. So tell us what's going on, Rocco.
Well, as I said, I got up. You know, the airplane was not good. The airplane ride here was not good because I grabbed the stewardess's ass, all right? And immediately she says, we're putting the plane down. I said, why? You could fuck me right now in the aisle. You're not to put the plane down. She said, you're disgusting. I'm having you put under arrest. I said, why? I got a record a mile long. You're not going to make it any better. She said, but you're not allowed to talk to the girls that way because it's against the law.
And you have a Me Too movement too.
So I says to her, ask me whatever you want to ask me, but I'm going to tell you one thing. I ain't into you anymore because you're a cop caller, and I don't dig cop callers.
There you go.
So the plane lands, and there's 14 cop cars there. They all come in with guns and all kinds of shit, and they says to me, what are you, a terrorist? I said, no, I'm Italian. They didn't understand. So anyway, I got out of the plane. They put me in the police car. They brought me down to the station. They were going to lock me up. I says, don't lock me up. They're going to rape me in there. I'm so gorgeous. Look at my body, my muscles, my handsome face. I said, you know those queers. They're going to jump all over me in the cell. So the cop says, yeah, I understand. Okay, we'll leave you out here in the office. Well, when nobody was looking, I got up and I ran out the door. Screw those cops. They don't know anything anyway. So then I got on the bicycle that was outside and I began to ride and ride. I said, how far's Palm Springs from Brooklyn? And I'm going over the bridge. I'm going I don't know where I am in the desert. I have no idea. I'm delirious. And then suddenly a car pulls up. And there's a guy in it, a dude. I knew that, she had eyebrows like St. Grace. I mean, I knew this one was a little fudge packing fairy. Anyway, I got in the car because I was desperate. It was hot. My bike, my ass hurt from the seat. My balls were rubbing. It wasn't a good ride. So I get in the car, and suddenly this gay guy gets his hand and he puts it on my leg. I went, oh my God, this one's after my meat. What am I going to do? So I told him, I said, listen, baby, I would love to have sex with you, but I have syphilis. I just found out this morning. And he looked at me and he says, that's okay because I have gonorrhea. So I says to him, well, I don't need to give you my syphilis and get your gonorrhea. So why don't we just be pals, all right, and drive me to Palm Springs before I get that steering wheel and shove it up your ass, and it'll be the best sex you've had all week.
So we got some new people that just joined us in the chat room.
They don't understand what's going on.
They don't understand what's going on. So we want to say hi to the fabulous B. Claudia. She's in Germany. I know you don't know her, but she's fabulous. And we also have...
What do you mean I don't know? I banged her. She's an old chick of mine.
No.
He makes a face, this guy, like, I don't care. Click. Hey, B, baby, remember me? Second World War? I gave you the candy bar and the stockings. Yeah. Remember? And you were good to me because I gave you we kicked Hitler out and I gave you silk stockings.
We also have Eileen Shapiro in the chat room. She's at the airport and she's flying back from visiting Jimmy Starr and Ron Russell. And she's at the airport in like someplace, Baltimore, Maryland or someplace going back.
I got lockjaw from her tits. I mean, they're so big, you got to open your mouth so big to get those nipples in that you get lockjaw. I had to go to the doctor. They had to pull the nipples out of my mouth.
There you go.
That's Eileen Shapiro.
I know. That's Eileen Shapiro. So what have you been doing, Rocco? Because we don't know what you've been doing besides traveling here. What have you been doing? Because normally we talk about...
I just finished unloading the truck of furs and televisions. So if anybody out there wants to get a television at fell off the truck, good price, give me a buzz. I got those wide things, the big televisions without tubes. What do they call those things you hang on the wall? They look
flat screen TV.
What's it called, babe?
A flat screen TV.
Yeah, we got a whole truckload of the flat screen TVs. I got some furs, I got some jewels, I got some goodies. So give me a buzz. But if the cops come, just say that. We found them in the street. We were walking, you and I, and then the television was laying in the alley, and we picked it up, all right? You know how to do that.
Everybody says Rocco is hot.
I'm hot, baby. I got a piece of meat on me that would kill a horse.
An official Twasm says that he needs an 80-inch TV.
Baby, you got it. That's going to cost you $1,000. 1G, hon. 1G, baby. So Twism, what's doing? Is your wang working? I mean, are you getting any action there, baby? What's happening?
He's not writing anything back yet. I'm sure he's he's a family man. He's got lots of kids.
But that's why. He's got to have a girlfriend because who wants to be around those fucking kids all day long?
He loves them.
Well, yeah, you could love them, but you love your chick also. The tomato on the side is what makes it happen. I mean, who wants the wife? The wife is the same old beef.
He said he's doing a little this and a little that.
Sure, he's doing a little of everybody. I know he's been doing everybody forever. Like our Scotty in Pennsylvania. He's got a wife. He's got kids. He's done. He's finished. He's cooked. He don't even know what snatch look like anymore, because when you're married, you don't get poussé. Very rarely.
Speak for yourself. Every day.
No, I get more poussé than you ever get, because I walk down the street and the chicks just they follow me. I had one broad, she followed me up a fire escape to the 4th floor on the roof. I banged her on the roof.
Actually,
her ass, wait a minute, I'm talking, you dumbbell. I banged her on the roof. Her ass got stuck to the tar because it was 80 degrees.
Actually, Twism says that he needs her because she pays the bills.
Well, that's listen.
Way to go, Twiz.
Listen, all the tomatoes that I make it with, they give me money. What do you think? I mean, I don't give it away for free. I says to the broads, I says, listen, chickie, we're going to go to dinner tonight. I'm going to take it to a really good restaurant, all right? We're going to order filet mignon, and we're going to get ourselves some champagne. And you're gonna pay the bill, all right?
Champagne.
Yeah. How do you say that word? I didn't forget how do you say that word.
Also,
champagne, right?
Say hi to Dave in the UK.
Hey,
Dave, meet Rocco.
Hey, Dave in the UK. How's the pussy in the UK? Anything any good? I heard that English bitches don't go. They're cold. I heard that they're very frigid broads. Those English broads. Well, that's what I heard. I never banged an English broad. I've never been to England. What is it called?
England.
Oh, England.
The UK.
What's the UK?
Have you been to Germany? Because B. Claudia says,
I was in Germany.
You should visit her again.
I was in Germany during the war. I gave that bitch the silk stockings in the candy bar. Oh my God! Nobody listens to me when I talk. What's you guys anyway? But I'm getting very tired. I had to have a little bit of my wine. Excuse me, everybody. It's sippy time. Sippy.
You gotta love it. So, Scotty J, we can see you.
Yes. Oh, shoot. Yeah, you're right. I forgot to turn that off.
Listen. I heard you.
What's your shirt say though? You're killing what?
You're killing me, Smalls.
Oh, there you go.
From the Sandlot, yeah.
The Sandlot.
Now that's really stupid.
No, I actually know that guy too.
Oh, big shit for you.
Pam Porter.
Oh
yeah,
my
baby.
God. I'm so impressed by you, Jimmy Star. I can't breathe.
They want to know if you're drinking Merlot or Pinot Grigio.
Me, I'm drinking cranberry juice. I got my prostate's hurting. I'm pissing my brains out.
It just looks like wine.
Listen, don't make me lose character. Oh, wait, I gotta get back in character. So I heard you got this old piece of ass on. You know the old broad that's coming on now. What's her name? Christensen. Those old broads, they go. The young ones, they lay there like Doomy, all right? Because they figured they're gorgeous, their tits are perky. But the old ladies, their tits are under their armpit, their asses are sagging, so they got to do more. You get an old broad in bed, she goes like a bunny, bum, 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 bum. They're desperate. They're hungry because they don't get it. The old man, he can't get it up. He's got a Puerto Rican chick on the side in the factory he owns. It's all the old story. I could tell you 100 of those stories.
You got to love it. So, Scott, I texted him just so you know, so we'll see. He should be online.
Where's this piece of ass that's coming on? Where's this broad?
We're waiting for her to come online, and once she comes online, we're going to give her a call.
What do you mean you're going to do? What, was she a call girl?
No. Yes, she kind of is.
Oh, but she's an old broad, right? I saw a picture of her. I wonder what truck hit her. I mean,
no way, she's gorgeous.
Oh, she ain't gorgeous. I think she should sue the truck that ran her over. I mean, come on. She got tire marks across her face.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah, she does. Oh, those are wrinkles?
No, she's beautiful.
You call that beautiful?
You
must be one hard-up horny man.
You should go out with her. You guys would be cute.
I wouldn't be seen in Brooklyn with other guys who would rank on me all day long. They said, where'd you bring your grandmother?
No, she looks fabulous.
She's an old Valige. That one there's been huge. Strayus. They've been using her for years. That one, she's got to be a real. I mean, forget it. If she ever laid in New York City with her legs open, people would make the wrong turn and think it was the Midtown Tunnel. No, what are you looking at? What are you doing on that thing?
I'm trying to get our guest.
These telephones that people got, I don't get it. Everybody's walking around with this fucking telephone in their hand. I mean, what's so important? You got to know what they call each other up. Hi, I'm at lunch. Gives a shit. Do I give a fuck if you're at lunch or if you died? I don't really give a crap. But they got to call each other. Hello, what are you doing? I'm jerking off in the bathroom. Leave me alone. Goodbye. Click. And this guy's got to insult me because he brings me on his show, right? And now look at him. He's doing finger work.
I'm actually trying to get our guest, who we don't have. We're unable to call because we can't see her online. So we're trying to work it out.
The old broad they're bringing
Loretta
in?
Christensen, your girlfriend.
Say, my girlfriend, man. Don't make me embarrassing me with that ugly thing. Please. She look truck face. We're going to call that one. No way. She ain't my kind of type. I don't, maybe if I didn't have a broad for a couple of months and I was alone on an island with her, maybe I would throw her one. But that would be out of desperation. It would not be because I dig the chick, I don't dig old meat. And those old broads. Some old broads are really cool. I mean, that Jane Russell movie star bitch, she was a hottie. She was beautiful. I mean, 89 years old. I would have done her every day.
Twism says his kids are like looking at him like he's crazy.
Hey, get your kids off this show. What are you, a pervert?
That show is not meant for kids.
Oh, okay. So Scott says
listen,
we're ready.
You bitch, shut up. Who the hell ever you are? Who the fuck are you? Get off my television.
Okay, so everybody, here's what we're gonna do, you guys. We're getting ready to call our first guest of the day. She's slanderously charming, sarcastically inspiring, arrogantly captivating. It's Loretta Christensen. And so everybody can get an idea a little bit of who she is, since she is, when Ron Russell is here. Ron, he's her biggest fan. We're going to play her reel. She has a new entertainment reel. It's hilarious. Dee, do you guys have that? Dee and Scott?
I'm all set to go on my end.
Yes, I'm good to go.
All right, so we'll go on and enjoy. All right, everybody, so check out the brand new reel for Loretta Christensen. When it gets done, we'll have her live on the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell with guest star Rocco. Enjoy.
Tall, gawky lesbian pulled me in, and she just started making advances at me and flirting with me and touching me and just being promiscuous. And I was scared for my life. I was appalled.
We're live in 3, 2, 1. Let's talk with
Loretta Christensen. Hi. I'm Loretta Christensen. I'm Loretta Christensen. I'm Loretta Christensen. Hi, I'm Loretta Christensen. And we're here today with a very lovely couple from Manhattan. And today, we're gonna go undercover. And I'm coming to you live today to do a big shout out to my biggest fan. Our guest today is Sean Kanan. You may know him as Deacon Quartermain. He played a general on Rushless Hospital. They are the Oswalds, and it's not pertaining to the one that tried to kill our president years ago. This is Belinda and Mark Oswald. And I'm going to call the attorney that only takes high-profile cases like mine. Hi, Ron. It's Loretta. Can you see me out there in TV land?
Wasn't a general. And then I played Deacon Sharp on Bold and Beautiful.
He was on a soap opera. They are from the opera. And I'm just very interested in this because I find it so unusual that you play with the Mets. I was always a Cardinal fan.
I think we're confused.
Are we talking about the Mets baseball team?
No. Metropolitan Opera House in New York.
Oh, excuse me. Let's see. 6, 6, 6. 6, 6. 6, 6. Oh. Hello? Hello, is this Attorney Wally Stark at the Sixes? Yes, this is Loretta Christensen. Loretta Christensen. Please don't make me repeat it again. Ron is the one that's my big fan. I goggled both of them.
Google. It's Google.
Google? That sounds like something a baby would say for its first word. Google, baby. Google.
Okay.
Oh, that's just so silly. And I was just surprised when I was reading about your book that you would include someone like that. It just makes me think the world's gone nuts.
My grandpa Elmo would drive down to Tallahassee from Tennessee, and he'd pick me up for the summer and take me back there, and we would always go to the Grand Ole Opry in Tennessee.
I'm in a bit of a pickle here. I recently made a trip back to Palm Springs, California to attend the POBR luncheon. The POBR luncheon. To protect our borders against the rapists. They're just flooding in and they're going after sophisticated women like myself, and they're just raping us as they cross the border. It's just vile. Was Ron and Jane married? They both have the same last name.
No, Ron is gay.
What? He's gay? He's a homo? With that doctor?
Yes.
Gosh, Hollywood. That's Saturday from 12 to 2. Just fabulous to get your signed autograph of the X Factor. Success. X Factor. Factor X Success. Success Factor X.
Yes, I've too experienced the Me Too movement, and I have a story that I'd like to share, but I decided to put it into operatic format for your viewing and listening pleasure.
Then all of a sudden he dropped his woolen pant. I looked right down and I knew I took a chance. He exposed his tallywhacker. Say what? His tallywhacker. Say what? His tallywhacker.
Are there lots of homosexuals in the opera? You know, I'm a leading advocate against the LGBT community, and I was just wondering, it seems like you'd have a lot of homosexuals in the opera.
We do.
Oh,
they're
my
very
God.
talented.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Very artistic and creative.
And all of you out there in TV land, if you want to support me, you can send some money for my Spray Away the Gay. Oh, did I tell you it also repels mosquitoes? I don't know if it works through the TV screen, but I'm going to give it a shot.
I have to pee here in a moment. Oh, Lord. She's having a
Yeah, she is. Just give her time. Give her time.
Are we back, you guys?
We're back. We're live right now. Yes.
All right, everybody. So that was the reel for Loretta Christensen, son. And now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, the slanderously charming, sarcastically inspiring, arrogantly captivating Loretta Christensen, son. Hello and welcome to the show.
Well, hi, Jimmy Star and Ron Russell with Ron Russell. I just got ready to go to a luncheon that I'm going to have to skedaddle out of here as soon as we're finished. It's the POBR luncheon at a lovely country club here in the Palm Springs area.
Can you tell us what does POBR stand for?
Protect our borders against the rapists. They're just flooding in herds, and they're coming after us. And I started this foundation just a few months ago. And what we do, I have it typed out here in case I kind of forget. But what we do is we target the wealthy women, because the rapists, they don't go after the low-income pearly women. They save their manlyhood for the socialite type like myself. So I started this worthy cause, and each month we raise funds as we knock on doors. We allocate to some of our wealthy, sophisticated members that are targets of rape. We make sure they don't have the need to go near the border. We help them with their dental costs so they don't feel the need to save the money. As you know, it's half the price in Mexico as in America, and some of our members are kind of frugal. So we make sure they have nicer cars, that they accelerate faster, so if they are near the border, they can get away from their rapists. We also provide European luxury packaged vacation trips at no cost for them, so they don't feel the need to go to the Mexican Riviera. And that's just part of the Netherlands.
I love it. Well, we want to welcome you to the show, and I want to introduce you to everybody. First off, we're going to start off with our guest co-host, Rolando Rocco, who I'm going to come back to in a second.
Well, no, I thought your co-host was always Ron Russell. Who's this Rocco person?
Listen up, lady. You ain't got to worry nothing about getting raped by me, baby. So you can go to the Mexican border in your bloomers and brassiere, and you could stay there for a whole week screaming, "Screw me, and ain't nobody gonna bang this old broad." So who is you anyway? What are you doing here? What are you selling? I heard a long time ago when you were young. Ask me about it, I'm telling you the truth. I know a long time ago I heard that you didn't look so bad. That was before the truck hit you, and you looked good. And I understand that you were lovers with Donald Trump. Does he have a big one or what?
I don't think we need to bring that president into this conversation right now. I don't think that's very right.
Yeah, but baby, he's your claim to fame because you ain't never banged anybody more important than him.
I haven't banged anyone other than my husband that left me years ago.
That's why he left you, because you banged him.
So hold on, Loretta, because we don't want to start off bad, because there's all kinds of people that we need you to meet at the beginning of the show.
Way this interview's gotten off the starting track.
Well, what we want to do is introduce you to our wonderful team, starting off with the fabulous Danielle, who is in Wellington, Florida. Danielle, please say hi to the fabulous Miss Loretta Christensen.
Hello, Miss Loretta.
Well, hi, Danielle. You sound awfully sweet. I wish you were co-hosting today.
She's a slut.
Thank you, darling.
Then we've got the fabulous videographer, our fabulous videographer who's in Philadelphia. He's the host also of Rock Titan TV, Mr. Scotty J. Scotty J, say hi.
Loretta, you look absolutely marvelous.
Well,
he's blind.
My vision's better than 20/20, Rocco.
You're so fucking horny. You'd screw a hole in a tree.
That's aside from the point.
Called sitting here, getting ready to come on your show and being treated like this. Where is Ron Russell?
Ron Russell's in the bathroom with George Clooney. Now wait a minute. Look what I got for you, baby. You know what this is, honey?
A neck massager, perhaps?
A massager, that's right.
You know where you put the massager?
On your neck, after you've had a strenuous interview with whoever.
Okay, hold on. We have to talk, so stop.
I can't do this. I'm breaking character.
That's okay. Hold on.
Don't you ever work in a movie with me, because I won't be able to stay in character.
So hold on, Loretta. We have people from all over the world in here right now. Please say hi. We have Teresa from Florida. We have B. Claudia, who's a big fan. She wrote that she couldn't wait to see you. She watches all your videos when you capture and take over Garrett Lee Style TV.
I love Did you say Ain't B from...
No, B. Claudia, and she's from Germany.
Claudia. Well, yes, I love B. Claudia.
And Eileen Shapiro, who you just did an interview with, is sitting at the Baltimore airport, and she's watching you. She says hello.
Well, I don't know about that, because that's another interview that I'm just not real pleased with how the things were discussed.
I heard you discussed about sex and everything, though. We can't wait to see it.
Oh, this broad don't know what.
Sex.
What is she? Listen, this old tiger, she don't know nothing about sex. No, when she was 16, she got fingered and went to a hospital, thought she was pregnant. Give me a break.
Oh, my Lord. This is just becoming the filthiest thing I've ever heard of. Please, let's talk about something like raising funds for the needy, or you know.
We also need you to say hi to Twism White Piece. He's a hip hop artist
pervert
who's in the Twism White Piece.
He's like white peas.
White Piece,
like a big piece
like
between
a
his
big
legs.
piece between his legs. White Piece. He says hi, Loretta.
This is horrible.
Thank God for my Anita Bryant orange juice. Because
do you love Anita Bryant? I heard Anita Bryant was one of your icons.
Yes, she is. She was my mentor.
I heard you dated her too. You're AC/DC, right, babe? You go either way. You were doing Trump and you were doing Anita Bryant at the same time.
Not at my home. I'm at Garrick Lee's house. So I think he's got AC and DC because he's got all the electric that we need. So I think
that's how dumb this bitch is. She don't even know what AC/DC means.
She knows.
No, she don't. Meanwhile, Anita Bryant was doing her, and she didn't even know she was getting done. She thought she was squeezing oranges.
Okay, hold on. Okay,
this is not on a Christian broadcasting network. I'm assuming.
No, it's not the Christian Broadcasting Network, unfortunately, which makes it so much more fun. There's 4.5 million people being introduced to you right now, and I think they're all going to love you.
And she banged half of them in her youth.
I think you're.
That's just repulsive to even say such a thing.
Now I'm going to be nice. Now listen.
I never got in fights in school. I never banged anyone in the head. I just didn't do those sort of things.
They're like, they don't even know how you can talk in the chat room. They're like all freaking out. Everybody's so red. You're so red.
Listen, I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be. I can't get in character. I'm cracking up.
So that's okay. Stop.
I'm laughing so hard I can't get. If I was on a set now, they'd fire me.
Okay, but
anyway.
Well, I think.
Here we go. I'm going in character. Here we go. Hello. I forgot what I was gonna say.
That's okay. We want to talk with Loretta about what she thinks about things. So let her talk a little bit. Loretta, you guys, everybody, first of all, we first became aware of Loretta Christensen because she interviewed Garrick Lee on Garrick Lee Style TV. You can see it on YouTube. And then all of a sudden, she just kind of like took over Garrick's show. She's been interviewing all kinds of celebrities, and she's also not real passionate about the LGBTQ community. She has this great product that she uses called Spray Away the Gay. She's got several lawsuits pending for people she sprayed in the face. It's very fun. So, Loretta, tell us a little bit about some of your...
Before you go there, I must say something. I am Ron Russell right now, and I must tell you that Garrick Lee is my closest and most dearest friend in the world, and I love and adore him. And everything we're doing now is simply for theater and fun.
It's parody.
This is fun. I decided to come on as a Brooklyn Killer to upset this Christensen bitch.
Well, you're doing a very good job of it.
Good.
So tell us a little bit about some of your fabulous platforms and some of the things that you believe so people can find out how crazy you really are.
Well, I really never was crazy about platform heels. I like stilettos.
Okay, so how about some of your political ideas?
Political ideas. Well, I think that the border wall is just a wonderful thing. And if the more ornate they can make it and palace-like, I think it's just lovely. I actually posted something on Facebook on my page the other day which just really bothered me. They're putting teeter-totters, and this is true. They're putting teeter-totters through the wall they have now because you can see through it. It's got these spaces. No one can crawl through it. And they're putting teeter-totters in their catapult and the immigrants over the wall. So it needs to be taller. It needs... What's wrong with that guy next to you? You know what?
He's a little bit delusional. Don't worry.
And I think that he might need to make an appointment with you, Dr. Starr.
Yeah, he does need to make an appointment.
Dr. Starr was a sex doctor. He got his degree in blowjobs.
Look at those lips. You look like you'd be good at it.
Yeah, we could put the whole package in that mouth.
So wait a second. So they're jumping over through the teeter-totters. They're getting over, and then is that just they're catapulting over? Is that just the rapist, or is that everybody?
Some young artist thought it would be a lovely idea to have the kids on both sides play together. Well, I think they were up to something to no good, and they catapult the kids over. And that's how they're separated from the parents. They catapult them over the fence. And it's
unbelievable. So what do you think should be done with the youngins that are jumping over the fence? Like, what should we be doing with those people?
Well, I understand.
I know what you can do. We get guns and we shoot them like pigeons. As they fly over the wall, we shoot them.
Like target practice.
Target. That's one way of not having them jump the wall no more, because nobody's going to jump the wall. They're going to shoot.
Maybe we can catch them.
No, I like shooting them better.
Like a basketball hoop, catch them and then put them in the little concentration camp.
How many of your kids that were illegitimate did you shoot over that wall, babe?
I've never had a child.
But God forbid you did. It looked like you. We had to kill the fucking thing.
I think Loretta's gorgeous. She's a gorgeous woman. She's so fabulous.
Listen,
Look at her.
This broad has seen the day. You know what I mean? There was a day that maybe when she walked past the store and she looked in the glass window, she saw her reflection. She looked halfway decent. Now she walks past the window. She looks at the fucking glass breaks. So that's telling you something.
Well, how about this though, Loretta? So since your husband died and you no longer have a husband,
I think he died.
Oh, he didn't die. He left you.
I actually talk about it in that interview with that Eileen person. So I don't know if I should talk about it here or not.
She's a loose woman, that Eileen Broad. She's got a lot of men.
Husband left me.
Okay, your husband left you. So now since he left you, you have cobwebs between your legs. So if you were going to be able to go and have sex with any great politician that you love and all these politicians you support, if one of them asked you out on a date, who would be your ideal date that you would love to go out with?
No. First of all, before she gets rid of the cobweb, she got to do the lawnmower. She got a lawnmower of the grass, because she must have a bush that you go into that bush, you'll break your teeth.
No, it wouldn't be one of the bushes. I wasn't ever fond of either of those men. You know what? First off, because it just wouldn't happen, I don't really think I have to answer this question. I'm a fine, upstanding Christian woman with values and morals, and sex is just not something that's for when you want to have a baby. That's what it's for. No, I don't want to have a baby.
But Loretta, I didn't say that you had to have sex with them. I just wanted to know who you would like to go out on a date with, and then you could see. What about a movie star?
Wait. Let me ask a question. My Exodus question. Did you ever put a guy's penis in your mouth?
See this soap? It's in your mouth in about 5 seconds.
Rocco, you're like dying.
But this character cracks me up. I love her characters. I love this character more than.
That's not a character. That's Loretta.
No, but when Garrick does Loretta,
I
am
Loretta.
his biggest fan.
Loretta.
And when he does Loretta, I really lose it all.
So
the
Loretta,
time.
let's say, okay, if you don't want to name a politician, is there like a huge Hollywood star, and if you had an opportunity, you don't have to have sex and you don't have to suck his dick or anything. We just want you to like pick out a great Hollywood star that you would love to go out and be seen in public and go to a nice dinner, and maybe he gives you a back rub and then gives it to you later on.
Maria Esponsaia, right?
Who's that?
Those that know who she is.
Who would you like to go? Who would you like to go on a date with?
First off, I think all those Hollywood types are just kind of weird. So, oh my gosh, it would probably have to be someone like someone tall, dark, and handsome.
Donald Trump?
No. But the ones I'm thinking of are already dead, so I don't know.
Oh, well, give us a dead one that you'd like to go to. Who?
Wait a minute. So she's into corpses. You're into dead people, like coffins? You like getting banged in a coffin with corpses?
Oh, you mean like date nowadays and they're still alive?
Yeah.
No. I mean like the guy got shot.
You could go with the date when you know that when you die, you have a lot of times men have an erection, so you could still have sex with them when they're dead.
She knows about that stuff, trust me. But like somebody gets shot in the head, right? They're at a hold up and they get, in 7-Eleven, they get shot in the head, and the guy's dead, but he's cute. Did you ever want to make it with the dead guy?
No.
Actually, everybody, Loretta, they said you're handling this so ladylike that you're such a beautiful woman. The chat room just loves you.
She's a fucking doll. Oh, she's a beauty, okay? She's a real living doll.
I think that everybody is totally like loving everything like about you, but they want to know what politician that you would like to like have sex with. Would you go on a date with Donald Trump if he wasn't married?
I think it would have to be that kind of Steve Miller, I believe is his name, and he's like the one that does all the stuff for Mr. Trump. That's kind of does all the dirty work, and he's the one that's ahead.
Him of one of his aunts from the South.
Well, is she just lovely? She must be lovely.
She must be lovely. Absolutely.
They can't be two the same. That God didn't make two dogs like this. Trust me. God don't do things.
She
like
loves
that.
dogs. See, there's a dog. Oh, the dog disappeared. There used to be a dog behind you.
I mean,
Eric's house, and he's coming back from LA this evening, so I'm going to have to skedaddle out of here after the luncheon today because he doesn't know I've been using his house. I'm still house hunting here in Palm Springs, but yes, he's got these 3 dogs, and they're just. Do y'all know if there's any gated communities that are not pet friendly that they don't allow dogs in out here?
Oh, there's probably got to be someplace.
I know one gated community that wouldn't let your dog face in. That's for sure. That's it, baby. You got it, baby. I'm losing my voice because you're making me laugh.
Actually, B. Claudia, your big fan, B. Claudia in Germany, says that she loves your lipstick, and she wants to know who your makeup artist is. She said you look so fabulous.
Her makeup artist is a roller brush, a spray can, and some tar.
If she wants to see how I put it on, all she has to do is look at my orange juice glass.
With all this stuff all over. So tell us a little bit about your Christian background.
Well,
yeah, how many priests did you bang?
Well, I was born in the wagon of a traveling show, and actually very similar to that, to be quite honest. My mama was in the circus, and she gave birth to me in the very night that I was born.
You had 2 heads.
No, that's just silly. No, but what they did is they wrapped me in a towel and they put me in one of the seats of the wheel. And
just like Jesus got wrapped and put in a manger.
Yeah, except the towel she got wrapped in was full of cum. You know what cum means? You know what cum is, honey?
Oh yes, cum.
Yes, that was perfect. That's exactly what he was talking about. Actually, Loretta, we loved your opera that you sang in one of the episodes on Garrick Lee Style TV. It was fabulous. Everybody needs to check that one out. You were fabulous, and you sang with other opera people, and it was and you sang a great song about people's wangs and stuff. It was awesome.
Listen, Loretta, I know you.
Wait.
Experience. That was a true experience. It was my rendition of what happened to me in the Me Too movement, and that it's just he exposed his tallywhacker to me, and so I had to make a song about it.
I loved it, and I thought, was it a pretty tallywhacker?
I can't even remember it. I had so many nightmares about this thing coming at me. It was all shriveled, and it just wasn't.
That's called a penis.
And it smelled like hemp. I think it was some sort of hemp oil
Now listen up, Loretta, baby. 1955, I read in the Daily News that you went to Denmark. Christine Jurgensen, that's who you are, and you went to Denmark to get a sex change. So tell me, Christine, what was this? What was, look at that!
You guys, look at Loretta.
Wait.
She's looking for a husband.
Wait, hang on.
No, it's just getting kind of toasty.
Is those real, or can I hear the ocean in those? Like their bags of ocean water. You know, chicks put seawater in their boobs now. Yeah, one broad had a fish in there. She got tickled all the time.
Why must we always talk about body parts?
Because that's what gives me a hard-on. Do you know what a hard-on is? Did your husband ever have a hard-on?
I thought he had his heart on for me until he left me, and then his heart was with someone else.
I'm sure he put that hard on in somebody else because you're a fucking dog.
It says you can hear. They say you can hear the song "Maneater" playing in the background. And then they want to know someone who is a big fan. I guess they don't like gay people either. There's someone in the chat room from Sabine Marketing and Promotions saying that they always love your show and how you sprayed the lesbian in the face, and they want to know if that you can spray away the gay through the screen.
Well, we can certainly give it a shot.
What is that? So tell everybody what do you have there.
Wait a minute. Hold it. I understand. No, wait a minute. This is very important. I understand. Hold that can up, honey. Not your ass. That can. Not your can. Yeah. I understand that she's marketing this and that you could buy it soon and go to a party and spray away all the gay people in the room. So as soon as this is in the market, shut up, you dog. So as soon as this is on
the dog's in the back.
I meant this dog on the camera. Listen, beauty. As soon as you got that marketed, we're going to push it for you for 10%. Or some pussy. If you give a little pussy.
You're going to help me get rid of the gay people?
No, I'm just going to sell the can of shit that's in there because I'm going to spray away, the gay people. I don't care for those gay people either, you know. I hitchhiked coming here from Brooklyn and some gay queer tried to grab my wang. He put his hand on my thigh and I said I had syphilis and he said he had gonorrhea, so we didn't have anything to do with each other. You know, did you ever bang a guy with syphilis or gonorrhea? Did you ever click the clap? Did you ever get the clap?
Sick. I just think you are sick. I really do. I need to pray for you. You need help.
Did you ever get injured?
Wait, pray. What would the prayer be like? What would the prayer be like for Rocco here? Like maybe we can get everybody in the chat room to pray with you.
I'd probably pray for Fasciana to take him up into outer space and drop him off somewhere.
Oh, he would like that.
That's really stupid, but I ain't going to even comment on that. Did you ever injure your nipples using electric nipple clamps? You ain't never used nipple clamps, right?
I think that luncheon is about to start any minute.
Well, we want to make sure.
Wait, I got to answer one more question. Did you ever get a facelift that wasn't successful?
What do you think?
You did.
Everybody, actually, in the chat room, they're saying that you are as beautiful as Elizabeth. Your eyes are as beautiful as Cleopatra and Elizabeth Taylor, but you're actually prettier.
Give me a fucking break.
Well,
she's cross-eyed.
She has serious fans because the chat room was only talking about how beautiful she is. And
I think I can actually see their noses growing through the screen.
No, that's just his nose because he really thinks you're gorgeous.
She's so gorgeous. How come nobody's marrying her or taking her out?
She doesn't want to marry.
She ain't even going out Saturday night to a dance. Come on, she's home like with her vibrator. If she even owns, like I listen.
You have a rabbit?
You want to hear the dirt? You want to hear the dirt, everybody? Yeah, she's staying at Garrick Lee's house. But she's banging Garrick Lee's husband, Tony. I know all about it. Because I caught him. He had a pepperoni. And what he was doing with that pepperoni, you wouldn't want to eat that pepperoni after he finished with it.
Oh, my Lord, you're just filthy. You're filthy.
That's right. That's right.
You need to spray away the pervert thing, too. Because you have spray away the gay, and he's a perv. So maybe you need to... The second one will be spray away the pervert. And then you could spray him.
You know what happened? They wanted to arrest me and put me in jail for doing this to chicks because you're not supposed to grab snatch. You know, you can't grab a girl by the box anymore. That's against the law. And you can't grab her boobs.
Well, you
can't talk dirty no more because it's not accepted. Look what they
That's
did.
something that I just never quite understood. They make such a big deal about the president grabbing by the pussy. And I thought, well, if I have a kitty cat and I'm holding it and he grabs the pussy cat away from me, why am I going to get so upset?
Honey,
right.
honey, he grabbed your pussy and is so sticky.
I don't have a cat.
He grabbed. Listen up, babe. He grabbed your pussy, and his hand stuck to it.
No, the pussy bit him. Some pussies have teeth.
No, he grabbed her right between the legs, and his hand got stuck there. They had to use.
You know who I'm going to be calling right after I get off the air? It's Michelle. Michelle Bachman. I just need to put you in your place.
We love her. Tell her we said hi. We're kissing her. So hold on.
Wait. So now you're homoless, right?
Homoless.
You're homoless. You got nowhere to live.
Yes, I'm looking for a house in the Palm Springs area. So if you have any suggestions.
Why don't you come over to my house in my bedroom? Maybe I'll throw you one. I like ugly broads. Frank Sinatra went through a period where he was only banging ugly broads. Did he ever bang you? Frank Sinatra.
A bit before my time.
Oh, yeah, he was before your time. Yeah, right. Lincoln was before your time by a week or two. Oh, this old broad's giving me that bullshit. What are you, 80, 90 years old? How much are you, 75, 50? What are you?
No, wait, 30? She's like 40. She's beautiful. Look at her.
She was around when they invented the atom bomb.
I'm in my early 50s.
Early 50s.
On one leg. And what about the other leg?
I have both my legs.
And you should open them once in a while.
So, Loretta, what do you want the world to know about you? I know besides Garrick Lee TV and you taking over it, and I think totally that people should
hang on. How much time do we have?
Like a few minutes.
Okay, listen, now that we have a few minutes, we can cut the fun out. This has been a wonderful interview, and I must thank my friend Garrick Lee and the crazy bitch that he portrays, because it's been a hilarious show for me, and I know all of you out there are cracking up. I've lost my voice from laughter, but he does this to me all the time. I can't stand his show because I cry from it. I mean, I love his work. I love his show. It's going to be a great big hit. It's going to be the new comedy that we need so desperately in this world of prejudice and racism and sorrow. Garrick Lee, before we go off, I love you.
We have 5 minutes. So
I know, but I'm going to stay out of character now. I'm going to go back to being
thank
on.
you, Ron.
No, I love you to pieces, and you know that. You and Tony are my sweetest friends, and thank you for coming on and letting me play with you like I'm doing. I think it's been a very funny show. Chat room, what do you think?
They love it.
Anyway, so now here we go. Ron Russell interviewing the fabulous
Loretta.
Loretta, what was your last name?
Christensen.
Yes, she says it much better than we do.
No, I say Christian sin because she's a sin.
No, I try to keep the world from sin is what I try to do, Ron.
And you're doing such a good job, Loretta. We really think you are. You're fabulous.
Now, seriously, what made you really do the eye motion? Because I crack up, my voice is gone.
He still is Loretta. So Loretta.
But I'm Ron.
I know, you can be Ron.
Loretta, what makes your one eye go one way and the other eye go the other way? That cracks me up. What do you do to make those faces that is so funny? I love your faces.
She doesn't even realize she makes faces.
Do you realize that your eyes are rolling all over?
Yes, but not as much as I think that you do. I mean,
No, they really go.
I know I get surprised looks on my face and all, but I don't know. I guess I just have big eyes. I don't know. The Lord gave me big eyes so I could see all the sin and help him keep it from happening.
I think that's terrific that the Lord did that.
You're living
so
in the right city, Palm Springs, to see sin. You moved to the right place.
Yeah, you're moving to the right place.
You're moving to the right place.
I don't understand why I want to move here because it is rather Sin City, but I'm kind of drawn to the town. I think it's the energy from the mountain.
You should really move. I won't give the name of our development, but we're in a gated development, and you should move to our development because we're 80% gay. That's in our development.
That way you could live with all the homos.
And you could spray away.
You could spray away the gay and like really make great world change.
You could go to the country club pool and just spray away. Kill everybody.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't kill them. It just sprays them away. Yeah.
What is that?
Say that again, Loretta.
I have the whole community to myself. Then.
Yeah, you'd have the whole community. Well, when you spray them, they don't die, right? They just become like pussy lovers.
Yeah,
they become
just
straight.
Become straight. It goes in through the eyes, and then it goes into the mind, and it just kind of adjusts things that are just off kilter.
I think that's fabulous, like because you're ridding the world of you're the chat room is like freaking out too. They're like, I love the way Loretta thinks.
You know something? I really love her show. If it does not make it as a great hit, we are losing out on such fun. So let's all make it a hit.
Everybody needs to tweet the Saturday Night Live with Loretta's reel or this show, because we're going to put this show up. Everybody needs to tweet it to Saturday Night Live because everybody wants to see Loretta on Saturday Night Live during the elections and spraying away all the gay.
And get your friends to subscribe to Garrick Lee Style TV, because that's how I get on. I interrupt his.
Yes.
You know, he wanted to do this how-to show, and I mean, I think he's very talented. I like what he does, but it's for some reason they all want to see me. So that's why I said, well, I'm just going to take over your show. I think he's going to try and work out some sort of deal with me where I have to pay him residuals or something to stay on his show. I don't know.
So, but you originally met Mr. Lee through Fasciana, right? Didn't she set up an interview with you and Garrick?
Yes. Well, she's kind of like my only friend out here, and it's really weird because, I mean, who would have thought, that someone could have a cartoon character as their friend? But she is my friend, and she's lovely, and I love listening to her because she's got such a pretty voice.
What was your name, though? What was
As also, because I forget, I'm old. Garrick Lee has a set of cards, thank you cards or whatever you want them to be, that is absolutely magnificent. Not because he's my friend, no smoke up his ass. We're not doing make-believe phony stuff here. But his cards are so gorgeous. They're all his artwork of mid-century houses with mid-century Cadillacs with fins and glamorous women and men standing in front of it. They are absolutely frameable. And I'll let...
and you can go to...
I'll let this... Hang tell on. You how to get them.
Because actually, you guys, Fasciana, who introduced Loretta to Fasciana, who introduced Loretta, lives in one of the houses.
Wait, show us a card with the drawing on it.
That is the drawing.
I didn't see it.
This is Garrick's business card.
No, show us a picture of
all you do is go to GarrickLee.com, everybody. And if you watch Garrick Lee Style TV, you see his art and you see the house Fasciana lives in, and that's the house that she was living in when she introduced Loretta. What's the name of your TV show, Loretta?
Let's Talk with Loretta Christensen.
Could you puke from that? I mean, really. Also. Also, Chris Bennett, nominee of Emmy nominee, Grammy singer, whatever. She's fabulous.
Grammy nominee.
Is the voice of that girl in the cartoon.
Fasciana. She's fabulous. You gotta love it all. Okay, so not right now. We'll wait till this is going.
Ready for the next guest. I'm not going to greet her.
I know. Well, you have time. Don't worry. I'll make sure you have
looking
time.
like I came from.
Wait, we want everybody to.
Is that a halter top that Ron has on?
Yes.
No.
It would fit you.
It's not. No, this was part of two shirts. It was sewn to an overshirt.
That's his guinea top.
And I never wear this. I mean, I never wear this shirt. It's the first time I've ever worn it. I did it because I wanted to look like somebody from Greece, a hood.
Yeah.
Well,
so everybody
accomplished it.
You guys, first of all, Loretta is on Twitter. You want to follow Loretta on Twitter? She's at Loretta Senson, LorettaSenson. So follow Loretta on Twitter. You can also follow Garrick Lee Style TV. It's at Garrick Lee Style TV on Twitter. If you want to see Garrick Lee's art, since she's like hijacked his house, she should at least try and sell some art for him. You can go to GarrickLee.com. And please subscribe to Garrick Lee Style TV on YouTube and watch all Loretta's hijacking all Garrick Lee Style TV shows on YouTube and her new reel, which we want everybody to tweet to Saturday Night Live so we can get her on Saturday Night Live.
A little bit on the personal note about Garrick Lee as a person. Garrick Lee is one of the most upstanding citizens of our community in Palm Springs. He absolutely lives by the law. And he believes in his beliefs. Sometimes they're a little outrageous and I get nervous. But, better to keep quiet than to voice too much because you lose audience.
He's got a Loretta, though.
But Garrick Lee...
Hang on, does Loretta get along with Garrick?
I'm going to put this mic right down your throat. Garrick Lee, I must tell you, I've met millions of people in my career. Garrick Lee is up there with the best.
So, Loretta, do you get along with Garrick?
Sometimes, yes. Because he's pretty polite to me, but I know he's gotten really aggravated with me. That interview that we did together, I think I pushed some buttons when I kind of wasn't too supportive of the fact that he didn't play baseball or basketball or football. He wasn't a manly man. And I just kind of made him, I think I hurt his feelings a little bit.
That's why he wants you dead.
That's why he doesn't really like you hijacking his show. But
Right.
I do think that you're a very fun addition to his show, and I think that you have views that are definitely different than most, and the fact that you're marketing a spray called Spray Away the Gay, I think is kind of admirable for someone of your stature.
Well, we just need to really kind of look at the world and see what place we're in, and if you can humorously make a point, then and kind of show how ridiculous some concepts are, then I think
works.
Yeah.
I think so too. So everybody, this is Loretta Christensen, and again, follow her on Twitter at Loretta Sinson, LORETTASENSON. And Loretta, we want to thank you for joining us on the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell and Rocco. And
I love and adore you. I love your character. I love your character, and I love you more. And remember, I think it's next week I'm making brisket, so you're coming over with Tony.
Oh, I love that song. A brisket, a basket.
There you go. So Loretta too, I hope you protect the borders from the rapists at your luncheon, and don't let any of the kids jump over the fence on the teeter-totter.
I love the teeter-totters, and you shoot them over the fence. I love that.
You know what? You can go on to the POBR website and donate, because those wealthy women are only wealthy because they're frugal, and we want to help them remain frugal. And so if we can get them a car that accelerates faster, and they can get away from that border, because as soon as they come over, if they see a sophisticated woman, they're just on top of them. It's disgusting.
And the chat room says thank you for being on the show and for being so beautiful.
And you really are pretty in drag. I just make fun of you, but I have to.
I think my head's going to be so big I'm not going to get through the door of that country club for the lunch.
We were at Tony and Garrick's for dinner the other night, and he just finished shooting with Eileen Shapiro, and he was still in drag, and he had on these flip-flop high heels and a little bathing suit, and we did a little shtick around the swimming pool.
Wait till you guys see the next Loretta show.
Yeah, it's going to be quite provocative. I hope you edited that good.
Otherwise,
I'll kick the shit out of all of you.
Rocco.
It's edited. And I'm glad that going into the edit. I'm glad we're going into the editing room after this interview, Michelle.
Yay! After lunch. All right, Loretta, thank you so much. Say hi to Soren. Is Soren sitting there? Because we've met Soren.
Sorensen.
Come say hi.
Soren, hey, everybody, say hi to Soren. Soren is one of Loretta's biggest supporters.
Is he cute?
Well, actually, that's our
He's
cameraman.
a handsome young helper.
There you go. All right, Soren, say hi to your lovely wife, and we will see you guys soon. Thanks so much for coming on the show.
Love you much.
Bye.
Love you much. Bye, baby. I got to get out
That
of
was
this
hilarious.
drag now. I got to get back to being me. Can you help me out?
Yes, hang on. All right, everybody. So that was Loretta Christensen. We had a great time with her. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Ron never laughed so hard on a show ever. And look how cute he looks. He looks so butch.
I'll tell you, I never break when I work. If I'm in a movie, I really don't break if somebody does something silly. I can hold a face, but this one I can't. I just lost it. I lost character so many times because, anyway, it was all fun. And none of that I said or did was real. So I want you to know that. I love him. He's my dearest friend in the world.
And Ron's going to go change because we have another guest coming on.
I would never do anything to hurt or upset my sweet Garrick Lee.
All right, so go ahead. And all right, everybody, we're going to take a quick music break anyway. First of all, though, what did you guys think, Danielle and Scotty J?
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, Garrick is a fine gentleman, but Loretta is just a fine lady. I really enjoyed her.
She's funny as hell.
She really is. She's got a great
she's
personality.
Really quick. She's getting quick, too. She's quick on all those replies. What about you, Danielle?
I love how Ron didn't really have much to say, or Rocco, I'm sorry. You could tell he was just stumped a couple of times and just had to spear crap out of his butt.
Yes, he was hilarious. It was funny though. Just seeing it was funny. All right, so let's play a little bit of music. How about let's play Jason Prince's "Wouldn't It Be Good"? You guys have the videos for that, right?
Well, yes, I do.
How about you, Sir Scotty J?
Uh-huh.
All right, everybody, we'll do it on Enjoy. And this is the brand new single from Jason Prince, Wouldn't It Be Good? It's a cover from a song that was in Pretty in Pink, one of my all-time favorite movies. I hope you guys like it. Enjoy.
I got it bad, you don't know how bad I got it. You got it easy, you don't know when you got it good. It's getting harder, just keeping life and soul together. I'm sick of fighting, even though I know I should. The cold is biting through each and every nerve and fiber. My broken spirit, it's frozen to the core. I don't wanna be here no more. Wouldn't it be good to be in your shoes, even if it was for just one day? Wouldn't it be good if we could wish ourselves away? Wouldn't it be good to be on your side? The grass is always greener over there. Wouldn't it be good if we could live without a care? You must be joking, you don't know a thing about it. You've got no problem, I'd stay right there if I were you. I got it harder, you couldn't dream how hard I got it. Stay out of my shoes, if you know what's good for you. The heat is stifling, burning me up from inside. The sweat is coming through each and every pore. I don't wanna be here no more. I don't wanna be here. Wouldn't it be good to be in your shoes, even if it was for just one day? Wouldn't it be good if we could wish ourselves away? Wouldn't it be good to be on your side? The grass is always greener over there. Wouldn't it be good if we could live without a care? Wouldn't it be good to be in your shoes, even if it was for just one day? Wouldn't it be good if we could wish ourselves away? Wouldn't it be good to be on your side? The grass is always greener over there. Wouldn't it be good if we could live without a care?
Yay, everybody, that was Jason Prince, put out by Trax Records. It's the single Wouldn't It Be Good? We love Jason Prince. He's been on the show a bunch of times, and even Scotty J said Jason Prince is one of the funniest guys. Every time he opens his mouth, he was laughing, so you gotta love it. And Ron's on his way back. We're
I
gonna
agree.
say that again, Danielle.
I agree. He was pretty hilarious on your show. The extraness of his energy, it excites me because I'm a very extra person. I really am. So if you are as extra as I am, I feel I already love you. Because I get teased so much in my house for randomly just skipping and singing and just doing random stuff at my house. And everybody thinks I'm weird and just obnoxious half the time. But hey, that's just who I am.
There you go. They said you're looking fabulous in your new change.
Yeah.
Yes. I had more fun on that show than I think you guys did out there in the audience. He cracks me up. I can't deal with that guy. I mean, he's just, the character is hilariously funny.
That teeter-totter thing was funny.
Oh, the
though.
teeter-totter got me.
But it's real.
The teeter-totter between the fence, and they shoot the kids over the fence.
The teeter-totter is real. They're hot pink teeter-totters that are in between the borders.
Oh, bullshit.
No, Bible. It's on the internet and everything. It's a real.
Are you kidding? It's a real thing.
So is it really kids like American kids teeter-tottering with Mexican kids?
Yes. It's
No, that's not true. Honey, I think you're being told a fib.
No, it's okay. I'm gonna try to find it on Facebook as you guys interview your next guest, and I'll send it to Jimmy. I'm not joking. Like, I've seen it all over Facebook.
I think that shit is hilarious.
Oh, that's ridiculous. The
Right.
teeter-tottering on the fence.
Well, that shows the ridiculousness of this whole border thing. Anyways, that's it.
It was very, very funny. We want to welcome Pat Grant joined us in the chat room. She's in Canada. Hey, Pat, how you doing? I think it's freezing there already. And so we want to say hi to Pat Grant. And Hub Reynolds also joined us. Say hi to Hub.
Hey, Hub, how's you going? Listen, Goddess, are you there?
I don't think Goddess is in the chat room.
Yeah,
I don't
she
see
said
her.
she messaged me she was coming.
I know
in.
she messaged me too, but I don't see her. If Goddess, if you're there or if you're listening, we miss you. We love you. Join us on the Talk 4 TV YouTube. And you can see what's going on. Pat says we look great.
Well, you know, that character that I portrayed, without, of course, the vulgarity, is what they hire me for in movies, to play this outrageous gangster type of a person. And it's so far from who I really am that it's fun doing it. I like being that mafia kind of a guy.
B. Claudia also says hi to Scotty and Danielle because she didn't say hi when she first came on. And she said she's just laughing. She thought that was like super hilarious, and it was a lot of fun.
I know. I had a ball. And Eileen, you're stuck in an airport in Buffalo.
I don't see her writing in there anymore, so she might be on the plane now.
Maybe she's on the plane?
Yeah, she might be on the plane now.
She left at 5 o'clock this morning, L.A. time, and she's 15 hours in the air to go to a flight that's usually 4.5 hours. I mean,
she's not in the air, though. She had to wait 3 hours in the...
No, I know that, but the airlines are really getting ridiculous. They're charging us more money than ever before, and they're routing us around the whole country to get to our destination. And I think it's time that the people really stand up and say, hey, listen, years ago, the plane went from New York to LA for $250 round trip. Okay, so charge us $450, but make it nonstop. This baloney about going to all these different ports, it's just ridiculous. I mean...
Also, Backpack John is in the chat room. What's up, Backpack John? He said it was great. And Hub says hello, Sir Ron. So what's up, Hub? Glad everything's going good, Hub.
How's your beautiful wife? And are you selling all your lovely hand cuffs, bracelets, and hats? Because he's got a wonderful line of cowboy western stuff. Hub, how can anybody go see your stuff to buy it? Type it into the chat room, and we'll say it over the air.
Also, Hub says that that Eileen messaged her as she was stepping on the plane. So Eileen's on the plane, so she's gone from us now.
Good, she'll be home soon.
So anyway, you guys, you can hear the Jimmy Star Show live every Wednesday from 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 12 to 2 p.m. Pacific Time on our home station, the fabulously wonderful W4CY Radio. And that's when you get to hear us with our fabulous engineers, Danielle and Scotty J. We love having them. They're fantastic. You can also hear us on K4HD Radio in L.A., Hit 1069 FM in New York, Jackalope Radio in Kansas City, Missouri. We're on iHeartRadio, Stitcher, SoundCloud, iTunes, Audio Boom, Podomatic, Spreaker, Apple TV, and Podbean. We're also on about 50 other ones. We're on Talk 4 Television Podcasts. And on television, you can see us on YouTube, Comcast, Roku, Vimeo, and Celeb. How do you pronounce that? Celebre. Celebra TV VIP.
Celebrity.
Yes, so it's Celeb.
Celebrity TV.
Celebra. Anyway, Celebra Media TV, you guys, and that's a new one that we're on. I was watching us on there this morning. It's Celebra, CELEBRE.media.
And if I offended anyone today, tell your friends.
Yeah, you gotta love it. All right, so I think what we're gonna do is play a song now. So that you guys, this is K-Fur. He's a really cool singer. He actually stars in Phantom of the Opera on Broadway, and this is his new single that's on Billboard, or it's charting, I think, right now. It's called Drama Queen. And while we play this song for you guys, we're going to get our next guest on the line. So you guys ready with Drama Queen?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, everybody, this is K-Fur. The name of the single is Drama Queen. Enjoy.
You've seen me down the street a million times, but you still act like I'm a walking crime. Keep pulling down the blinds, baby, you're not my homie. Not my homie. Who you think you are? You're not the daily star that you can turn, say hello. I must be the devil, got nothing on my level, I have one more thing to show. So I'm calling you out tonight, 'cause you're a drama queen, not best trick on the scene. You're not the only thing. Don't be a drama queen. You buy your followers on Instagram, but you still think that you deserve a crown. Keep pulling down those blinds, don't wanna be your homie. Who you think you are? You're not the daily star and you're not made out of gold. I must be the devil, got nothing on my level, I have one more thing to show. So I'm calling you out tonight, 'cause you're a drama queen, not best trick on the scene. You're not the only thing. Don't be a drama queen, 'cause you're a drama queen, not best trick on the scene. You're not the only thing. Don't be a drama queen. Overrated, represented, crazy bitch, don't know the signal, won't become what you want, so you can say you win. Overrated, represented, so you can say you win. Overrated, represented, crazy bitch, don't know the signal, won't become what you want, so you can say you win. Overrated, represented, so you can say you win. 'Cause you're a drama queen, not best trick on the scene. You're not the only thing. Don't be a drama queen, 'cause you're a drama queen, not best trick on the scene. You're not the only thing. Don't be a drama queen. Money talks and
Hey, we're back, right, you guys?
All right, we are back. We are back. We are live.
All right, everybody, that was K-Fur. The name of the song is Drama Queen. And
That's a great song.
He's going to be coming on soon. Now, Aviva, say something just to make sure we can hear you.
Hello.
There you go. All right, everybody. Now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. This is Canada's preeminent authority on life transformation, relationship building, and matchmaking. Aviva Reimer, hello and welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. I've been looking forward to this all day.
Yay! So let me introduce you to everybody, starting off with my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
Hello.
Hi. And you I need desperately. I have 2 old maid daughters that I want to get married. Maybe you could help me out. and tell me how to marry these spinsters off.
Actually, she has a book which we're going to the book.
Then
after
we'll
we
get the
introduce her.
book. Send me the book.
It's
I'll
called
give them-
Becoming the Total Package. But first, we got to introduce her to everybody
Good,
else.
Good book.
All right, so we want to introduce you to our engineer who is in Wellington, Florida, Danielle. Danielle, say hi to Aviva.
Hello, I'm the other whatever Ron said, the other single woman. And
Yeah, she's the third single woman.
Danielle.
hello.
Another old maid.
Another old maid, but she's a young old maid. And then we have in Philadelphia, we have Scotty J. Scotty J, say hello.
Aviva, it is wonderful to meet you, and I am taking notes.
Oh, fantastic. Great meeting you.
Why, you looking for a husband?
Sorry there. This is exciting.
All right, everybody. So Aviva, like I said, she's Canada's preeminent authority on life transformation, relationship building, and matchmaking. She's highly regarded in her effective techniques on personal development, life coaching, and fitness. And she's got a brand new book that just came out called Becoming the Total Package.
Now, first question. Where did you get it from? And how do you consider yourself an authority on the complete package? What's that all about?
Well, being the complete package is different for everybody. But I feel, in my opinion, that the most important things are character, kindness, honesty, self-appearance. It depends on what it is for everyone. It's different for everyone, but ideally, the total package is someone who really has their ducks lined up in a row to be attractive to somebody else.
Now you're describing the woman of 1955 and 1960. Most women back then were exactly as you just described. Women today have changed. Women today do not want to be called, hey, honey. They don't want doors opened for them. They don't want gentlemen to pay for them at dinner. They don't want men to be the aggressor.
Wait a second, though. Because you're talking about women and becoming the total package. It's a guy thing, too. A guy has to be a total package.
Wait a second. You're crushing my point, Jim. Women today have an entirely different idea of what a total package is. Men today want a woman who makes $100,000 a year. They don't want a woman that hasn't got any money and with 2 kids, and these guys are going to break their backs supporting them. So the package has changed from what you described. Now, tell me what you think.
So I think that a lot of that comes from conditioning and the experiences we've had between men and women. Ideally, when I speak to people, or one of the reasons I wanted to write the book is everybody's entitled to lead their life the way they want to. If a woman wants to feel, equal, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But in my personal opinion, I think everybody should have their own energy, feminine energy, masculine energy in relationships, right? So it's really up to the individual to have the choice of the kind of relationship they want to have, whether she wants to open the door for him, whether he's going to open the door for him or her, or what have you, right? So I think it's evolved a lot. I think it's changed a lot, but it stems from experiences and conditioning. Absolutely.
But I feel that everyone should buy your book because it was a lot better 40 years ago than it is today. And I think women should learn that they are not as strong as men. Men are far stronger. Men need to feel the bear, and they need to feel the woman is the dove, the lamb. And I noticed that all of my daughter's friends, who have all married very successfully, I must tell you, because we're in the business, they've married movie stars, directors, producers, multimillionaires. Every woman that married was elegant, beautifully dressed, sophisticated, charming, warm, and every bit the hostess. And that's so important. And that's what you're saying in your book. So ladies...
No, you don't know that. That's what she's saying.
I heard what she was saying. She described the 1955 woman without the being a housefrau, without the husband getting the slippers for the husband, that kind of junk.
Can I add something?
Yes.
So here, I'm going to make it very clear because I'm kind of good at that. So when it comes to the workforce, when you're saying equality, right? I mean, there's nothing wrong with women making as much money as the men, as long as they're efficient and, whatever they're doing. But I think there's a difference between something like that and a personal relationship. And a personal relationship, like you said, I feel the woman needs to be the lamb, and a man needs to feel wanted, and she needs to be soft, and he needs to take charge. And this is today what women are looking for that we're missing.
I don't know. A lot of the women that I'm friends with, and we're friends with, gay guys have tons of women friends, and the women they all say, I don't need a man. If I want a man, I know how to get a man. A man is good for a weekend. That's it. The rest of the time, I don't need him around. I don't need to cook for him, like go in the kitchen or do anything for him. No. I go out to dinner every night. I like shopping with my girlfriends. I prefer my girlfriend's company to a boy's company. And that's what I hear from so many women. It's as though they're putting men down or disrespecting men. I am a gay man, but I was a straight man before I was a gay man. Not straight, but I was making believe. Anyway, I know what it's like. When I dated my wife, I was the guy. I drove the car. I picked her up. I took her to dinner, and it was a wonderful arrangement. I wouldn't want it the other way.
Also, though, hold on, because let me just add something to it so you have, because Ron, even though he doesn't look older, he's older. Ron's 79.
I'm 79 years old, so
he comes from a different time.
Ron, you are the total package.
Thank you.
So I think that you have to know that because he watches Turner Classic Movies and he's very involved and always talking about how he misses how it was in the 50s and the 60s and how how things have changed so much.
You know what I miss, and you're going to agree with me? The innocence. The man that on his honeymoon night taught his wife. The wife who made believe she didn't know, or maybe she didn't know, but she was submissive. The relationship lasted for 40 years, 50 years. Yes, there were many divorces, but there were far more successful marriages. Today, women say, marriage, sex is only good for 3 years. After 3 years, my husband's boring. I know his act. I know exactly where he's going, what he's going to do. It's terrible. This is wrong thinking, Tell me about it. Help me with this.
Well, I think people are not accepting what they need to accept. We're all different. We all have different needs. And the fact of the matter is we have to maintain these needs. When we get together, when you're courting somebody, whether it's a man and a man or a woman and a woman or a man and a woman, there's a certain chemistry that happens there. Why are we not maintaining this chemistry once we're deep into our relationships? And these things are not accepted and these things are forgotten about. And this is really, really important. I think you have to accept things the way they are about people and try to always be the better person for your partner. And that chemistry.
What do you attribute this? What do you attribute this change to? What has made women change from what they were 30 years ago to these women of today, the so-called liberal women? What changed it? What made burn your bra? What made I have to go out and be the breadwinner, or I tell my husband what to do? I wear the pants in the family. What made this change? How was this allowed?
Loud.
The world's evolving. There's always going to be change, and it just went in that direction. It's all about how people are being treated as well. I don't think there should be any kind of staple to anything. I think people should decide for themselves how they want to lead their life. What you were just saying a second ago, what happened to all of that in women. I think it's just not so good relationships and bad experiences, and sexuality, misinterpretations. It just evolves and becomes something of its own. I think it's important for people to keep their traditions and understand the differences between ourselves and
I like that.
What you want.
So everybody, the name of the book is called Becoming the Total Package. Again, this is Aviva Reimer. And we're talking right now about women, but everybody has to become a total package. It's not a thing just for women to become the total package. Men have to be a package or women aren't going to want them in the first place. So talk a little bit about how it's not just one sex.
Right. So everybody, it's all about self-reflection, right? There's all kinds of things happening in the world between people, government, whatever it is. But when it comes to relationships, everybody needs to self-reflect and understand, what's happening. How did I become the person that I am today? What happened to me that made me react a certain way? There are men complaining about women. There's, and I'm talking about different energies, not necessarily heterosexual society, right? So, why is he doing this to me? Or why did he do this to me? Or why did she do that to me? Why did she take half my money? I never thought she would be like this, but she is like that. So, it's people's experiences that are now putting them in these certain situations where they're creating these different outlooks in life. So self-reflection is important. It's important to know that you want to be better for that person, that you want to accept that person as they are, right? And you want to do what's right. So when you understand yourself, it's much easier to see things in other people.
I love it.
Why not? And why not be better? Because the quality of life changes. Everything changes, right?
Well, I think men have changed tremendously too. I only talked about women. Men, when I was growing up, men wanted to be men. Even I was a gay man and I wanted to be a man. I wanted to be Cary Grant. I wanted to be dashing and handsome and suave and
you were
no, come on, and gallant. I wanted to be beyond what I was born to be. And today I find a lot of guys, they don't look good. They all these tattoos and earrings and studs and mohawk hairdos, and I don't find that attractive. It's so not Cary Grant. Yet a lot of girls find that attractive. I find the way men treat girls today, not all men, so men don't get excited, but most men that I know, they don't treat the women quite right. And the women don't seem to mind. Things that they do to the women today, if done in my day, the girl would never date you again. I mean, she'd just absolutely say this guy is a barbarian. He's primitive.
Well, as time goes on, we tend to tolerate a lot more. Right?
Yes.
We tolerate more and more and more, and this was part of the reason why I wanted to actually write this book, because on a daily basis when I'm coaching people, I have a lot of these questions that come at me. I explain to me, why am I allowing this to happen, or why this happened, and you have to try to go back in time and figure out what it is that happened to you that created this thing in you that is allowing for you to let this happen. So it's very difficult. I wanted to write this book because I wanted to help people who are not able to find their own way, right? I mean, you either call it friend.
Wait, hold it up and show it to
the
everybody.
Cover.
Hold it
us
so we
the
can
cover.
all see it.
Hold, no, come up. You're glaring.
There you go. No,
tilt
there
it.
you go. There you go.
Tilt it a little bit so it doesn't glare. The other way.
There you go. Perfect.
Perfect.
So you guys
the
look
total package, folks.
First of all, what does it say underneath it? It says becoming the total package.
It says choose the love you deserve for the life that you want.
There you
Absolutely fabulous words. I agree with those words.
I start with explaining to people how this world actually works that we're living in.
Okay, now we're going to go somewhere where you may not be comfortable.
I'm comfortable with anything, believe me.
Good, because I ask questions that nobody dares. How about your personal life? How do you judge a guy on a date? Are you married?
I've been in a relationship for quite some time. Yes.
Okay, so what are your standards? What are you looking for? What kind of a package are you looking for?
Okay, so I've had a lot of experience in my life, and a total package is somebody who has, and I'm going to talk about the most important things, right? Like I said, it's different for everybody. For me personally, it's integrity. You have to be, all you have is really your word in life,
Yes.
How people view you, how they respect you, how they treat you is all about how you treat yourself as well, right? So integrity, honesty, like courage and honesty, because you have to be courageous to be able to put things out there or say things the way you want to say them. For me, it's really important for someone to be kind and also self-reflect on themselves and know how to put themselves in my shoes to be able to understand the other person. So you also have to be open-minded, right? If you're not open-minded, you're going to close door to all kinds of things, everything. You're going to stereotype, you're going to create your own excuses, etc. So these things are really important to me. The outer appearance for me, for like everybody, it's important. There has to be attraction, but people are attracted to individuals on different levels. Some are attracted more to character. For example, obviously men or masculine energy is attracted more initially to the physicality of things, right? They take a look at how, the opposite sex is carrying themselves and how how they move, the sensuality, what have you, how you're well spoken, your character, your personality. And for women, for example, it's a little bit different. We're also attracted to that, but we're also more so attracted to how we're being treated. So on the outside, you might not be, exactly what you expected yourself to want to be with, but on the inside, you're everything. And at the end of the day, as you get on in years, what's most important, right?
It's how you're treated. Yeah. I love that.
And women are more inclined to become attracted to a man by the way they're treated. We're a little bit more resilient than you guys. You guys have some components that are very difficult to penetrate sometimes through, which is ego, and some other things. But yeah, it's difficult when it comes to men, more difficult than it is for women. And you froze.
Oh, we froze?
A little bit, yes. But I can still hear
no.
you.
I was gonna say you because you're are we still frozen? No, we're not frozen. I'm moving, I think. Okay.
No, we're frozen.
You guys are all moving just fine, but I actually thought that you were frozen stiff with those words.
I'm not seeing my mic being moved.
You don't see it there. You see it there.
Oh, okay.
There you go. So I
wait, before you go there, I just want to say one thing which is pertaining to what she just said. Women think with their hearts. Men think with their penises.
Yes.
And that's the truth.
You say it than if I say it.
Yes.
No. If a woman with a drop dead body walks by and she's absolutely breathtakingly gorgeous with legs of death, all a guy thinks of is, wow, would I? Then the other comes later. What the woman's insides are. So listen, in our business, we go to all these red carpets and I see these pathetic, poor broads that I want to go over to and say, girls, stop it. They got their fake boobs jacked up, hanging out of a dress. They're in a skin-tight dress that's barely covering their wazoo. They're no stockings, and they think they're going to get in pictures. I said, no, honey, the only thing you're going to get in is a bed. It's not going to bring you to pictures, and they really think that their sexuality opens every door in the world. No, it doesn't, girls. You have to have more than just that. As this gal is talking about, you have to have inners. You have to be something that once you have sex with each other, there has to be something that holds you there, or the guy leaves.
100%.
Yeah.
One thing too, though, is because you
make sure it's understood that it's just sex.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with verbalizing that.
Yeah, but a lot of girls, when they have sex, they feel that the guy is going to love them after it because they're so good and whatever. I mean, it's a fantasy world.
It is. It is a fantasy world, 100%.
So I noticed
fantasy world in our head.
You say, because like it's easy, like you and Ron, because like Ron's very attractive and you're very attractive, and you guys, and we should also give a plug because you also have a company called Perfect Fit, right?
Yes.
That you help
We're
with all the body
We're going to talk about
images.
that next.
We'll talk about that next.
2 old maids I want to pawn off.
But like because you guys are so attractive, like I'm sure like Ron's always taking care of himself. I'm sure like when you Google Aviva Reimer, I mean there's not a single picture, even if you're like grocery shopping, you look gorgeous and fabulous, which is what Ron was like talking about, like that you take good care of yourself, you look beautiful, you hold yourself accordingly. And I think that you guys are good examples of how like people should take a look at you guys and say, look at these people, they're happy, they're successful, and look how they take care of themselves.
The biggest mistake that many people, men and women, make is a guy works out, he's 22 years old, he's 25 years old, he's got a body of death, the girl's gorgeous, lipstick, hairdos and everything. 20 years down the road, she's fat in a house dress with no hair, and he's a big fat belly, and they wonder why they're not in love anymore. And they wonder why the sex is not like it was years ago. Because you didn't commit. You didn't take care of the commitment you made. Like I told Jimmy all the time, I'm 79 years old, and I committed to Jimmy 8 years ago. We're married, legally married. And I committed to him that I will stay as attractive as I can for as long as I live. I don't want to become an ugly old man because then Jimmy won't want me. And that's what people have to know out there. Keep your beauty, keep what you sold the guy or the girl, keep that going.
Yes.
I love it.
But you won't be able to keep that going unless you want that for yourself.
Well, you have to, you have to want it for yourself.
Yes. You have to want everything for yourself first before you can be that something for someone else, right? But
Yes.
I'm a big believer that both are very important. Absolutely.
So I want to talk about your company real quick, but before I do that, because you guys, Aviva, she's made lots of TV and media appearances. She's been on ET Canada, The Millionaire Matchmaker on Bravo. She writes for the Huffington. She's written for the Huffington Post, Zoomer, Viva, among others. And this is what I find super. I wanted you just to tell us kind of what this is or how you do this. But you're certified by the Matchmaking Institute of New York. Tell us a little bit about that, because you're the matchmaker. So tell us a little bit about that, and then we'll go over and talk about your Perfect Fit company.
Okay, so I have been a lifestyle and life coach for quite some time. I've been doing transformations. And during those years, I had a couple of people that came to me and asked, a couple of men actually, that came to me and said, Aviva, I'm really fond of, who you are and what you stand for and what you do. Are you able to help me personally find somebody like you? They weren't trying to direct it at me, but they want somebody who's got their ducks lined up in a row, who takes good care of herself, who knows what she wants and understands herself well. I've been through some trials and tribulations as well, so a lot of my experience also came from that. So I'm very relatable to people. And I thought that since I'm already working with people and creating better versions of them, why not put those people together? Because they get it now. They understand now, right? And the commitments they would be making to one another are the right kind of commitments. And these are the relationships that are going to last because A, they understand and respect commitment. 2, they take care of themselves. They know that you have to accept a person for, their flaws and all the good stuff, that you never will have somebody perfect, right? You have to have an understanding of that. They will never be perfect, but you have to want the best that you can have for yourself and for the relationship. And that's work. So you have to create it. And how do you create it? It's all right here.
Hey, in the total package, becoming the total package.
What do you think of a man who meets a brunette and a year down the road says, honey, I really like blondes. Why don't you become a blonde? And then later on he said, honey, I really don't like those Peter Pan collars. Can't you wear something a little scoop necky? And then a little bit down the road he said, can't you drink a little so you loosen up? What do you think of those kind of guys?
Those kind of guys
that get a girl and want to change her.
So are you speaking if they're in a committed relationship?
Committed relationship, possibly married.
Okay. So they already understand each other. We're assuming that they're coming from an understanding, right?
Well, yeah, sort of. Women don't really understand that. They feel that what was wrong with me before? You loved me.
But those are self-worth issues. That's not someone being open-minded. I think it's amazing if your husband, would like you to try something different. I don't think there's anything wrong with you doing that as long as it's done in a healthy fashion, right? And for the fun of the relationship. If somebody's dictating things to you or trying to abuse you in that way emotionally, it's a completely different conversation.
Got it.
If you have a good relationship and your husband wants to, role play, or if he wants you to, go blonde, like you said, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, as long as it's possible to do, because, we take a beating with all this. So I think, I think it's healthy for a relationship, as long as you understand each other. Yes.
So.
Because a lot of men change their women. They absolutely marry one kind and want them to be another kind. And the women resent that because they feel, he didn't love me the way I was and I had to become. Well, there are so many movies that have been made with that storyline.
I have to just interject here real quick because Scotty J, who is our videographer in Pennsylvania, just sent me a text message. He says, "Thank you so much for this segment. I'm asking my wife for a divorce when she gets home." It's a joke.
No,
that's
it's
hilarious.
really not.
I'm speaking from, if it's a relationship and if it's a good relationship without any kind of emotional demands or unrealistic demands. Yeah.
So you also have a company called Perfect Fit. It's perfect-fit.ca. Tell us a little bit about it.
So when these two gentlemen came to me and asked me to introduce them to someone, I felt it was the last link to what I was doing. I wasn't planning on being a matchmaker and all this, right? I'm just working with people and helping them understand themselves and why people do certain things that they do, why they treat you the certain way, or why all that stuff comes from. And I was also an owner of a hair salon. I did a lot of hair and makeup freelance. Like I have done it all. So it all transpired into me basically doing makeovers. And of course, you're coaching people along the way, so that they have a different perspective. So you're teaching them how to love themselves more, to understand why they didn't before. And so when I had these people ask me to introduce them, I thought, why not introduce these healthy people that I have now, this network, together? Because that's creating great relationships right there. When you have the knowledge, when you have the experience, and when you've grown as an individual, you can bring a lot more to the table. That's how that goes.
Now, how do you set them up?
Okay, so firstly, I have to make sure that it's someone that I want to work with. So there's actually a lot of coaching that's done on the back end of that, right? So initially, I would have a conversation, and there's endless conversations. You can't get to know a person in one day. They share their life experiences and the things that have happened to them. I try to evaluate everything the best way I can. If I think they need some coaching before, I will not introduce them. They will have to, sign up for a coaching package and work with me for a while so they have better tools to have a good relationship. I don't just take them on a snap. Money doesn't mean anything to me.
Do you tell the men, point in fact, this is not a sex date?
I've never had, thank God, I've never had anybody refer to this as that at all. My company's never given anyone any reason to even question that.
So because of who you there, they know it's a serious thing. And not.
Yeah, because a lot of girls go on these websites and the guys are using it as an excuse. I'm lonely. I'm looking for a pretty girl. I want to get married. And then the girls meet him and all the guy wanted was one night. Men use that as a ploy to get women. So you have to be very careful. But your thing sounds very like you're very strict about that.
I am. So in my business, my fees are very high, first of all. So unless you're prepared to really be efficient in your love life, okay, I would not work with you. You have to be serious about knowing what you want. And the process begins. We figure out what your deal breakers are. What is it that you're looking for? A lot of the time along the way in that process, I'm coaching my clients because I don't want them to come into this with unrealistic expectations, which I would probably say, 75% of people have, right? Men more so than women. Right? I want a tall blonde with great calves, 5'10", Jewish and speaks Japanese. Say what?
Holy wow. Yeah, I'd be like, holy moly.
Tell them to keep dreaming.
That's not what I do, okay? You cannot have that. Now, if somebody comes to me and says, I want somebody kind, I do want to be attracted to her. I'm more attracted to brunettes or blondes than I am, what have you. I would prefer a little bit taller because I'm 6'5", or, for her, I'm 5'7". I would prefer somebody taller. It's not a deal breaker for me, but, if you, find somebody like that, I would love that. He has to be kind. He has to be adventurous. I want somebody to be able to travel with me, so I don't want him to be a 9-to-5. Whatever it is, there's 3 things that I match people on. It's your experiences and your character, how you were raised, where you come from, culture, like all these things are components. Personality, for example, I would never put an extrovert with an introvert together unless there's a little bit of a combination of both. Otherwise, somebody's going to be really bored really fast. Yep. Right? And of course, lifestyle.
How about income? How about income?
I get both. I have men, for example, that definitely want to date a woman who has something of her own. Okay, maybe they've had some experiences of being married and they didn't, they had a rough time of it. Somebody took advantage of them, which I think is totally uncool. Okay?
Absolutely.
I actually feel bad for men because some women, and ladies, please don't be upset with me. I'm not saying everybody, but some women feel entitled when it comes to their short relationships. They were spoiled a little bit, so they feel entitled, but who's to say that you have the right to have half of what somebody has after somebody took a lifetime to build it. And
no, I agree.
3 years. That is wrong, right?
Yeah, it's wrong. I agree.
Well, that's California law in divorce.
7 years, though. You got to be together 7, not 3.
No, California, 50-50. Doesn't matter how long you're together.
Anyway, hold on. We got to stop because we're out of time. Hang on.
Listen, we want you to come back again. You're very sweet, interesting, and terrific.
Everybody in the chat room loves us. So let's tell everybody, first of all, you guys, you can follow Aviva on Twitter. It's at Aviva Reimer. It's AVIVAREIMER. Her website is avivareimer.com, AVIVAREIMER.com. Where do we get the book? On your website and
on my website and also on Amazon. The hard copy is available now. We're just getting ready to do a bestseller campaign, and so the digital copy will be released on August 15th, I believe. But the hard copy is on Amazon, Kindle, all those great places now. And this will save your life. If you're willing to do the work, this will get you on the path to becoming the total package, 100%.
And the name of the book is Becoming the Total Package, everybody. Again, it's by Aviva Reimer. We want to thank you for coming on the show, and we will talk soon.
And my advice...
And everybody loved you.
And my advice to you is get married. I believe in marriage.
I believe in marriage, too, but I think, it really depends on what makes everybody happy.
There you go.
I just like that little piece of paper. That little piece of paper.
There you go, but we have to go anyway. So
Anyway,
Aviva,
it's been
everybody,
terrific.
please follow Aviva. Get her book. It's a fabulous book, and we'll have you back. And everybody, have a great day. We'll see you guys next week. Bye,
Hope
everybody.
You enjoyed the boat show.
Thanks.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Yay.
It was good.